Hi, we're here with Fish56octagon. Thank you for joining us here at HMV. And your first question is, what advice would you give to artists starting out?
If you're starting out at the moment, social media is really important, and I know a lot of people don't like it, or they don't understand it, or they fear it. It's a fact of life, and it's something that you have to do. So just get on with it, and you'll find that you get more comfortable, and you start to understand it and what works for you down the line. Music production is so important if you want to get into DJing, because to be a DJ at the moment, a lot of people want to do it. Having music that other people are playing is a great way of signposting yourself. So music production is super important. Again, it's quite difficult. It takes time. So just start. Get a laptop with some software on it like Ableton or Logic or FL Studio, whatever, and just start, because it takes time to get good. And if you persevere and stick with it, after a while you'll be good enough at both of those. Hopefully that you'll be able to get some traction.
Absolutely. It takes practice. It takes time. Absolutely.
Perseverance, because the results usually take longer than you think with this sort of thing. So start early and stick with it.
Stick with it. Stay through it. And today there's a very diverse set of artists, diverse group of people. How do you prepare a set for a festival like Parklife?
So I was talking to Josh Baker, and he said something really interesting. He was like, sometimes audiences want to be educated and sometimes they want to be entertained, right? And if you're doing a little club night with 600 people, then you can be more on the experimental, try some stuff out that you wouldn't normally play. If you're playing a big arena at a festival, there are people that will come along that like you, that will like what you play, but they'll also have their friends with them, or people that are just popping their head around the door to see what it's about. So you can't necessarily play something that's like a really introspective set of cutting edge underground tunes that are a little bit inaccessible for people that aren't really into it. So you have to find a balance between the education and the entertainment. So you have to suss out, have you got a crowd of people here that have specifically come to see me? Have you got a crowd of people that are here because it's a house tent, or somewhere between the two? And you have to pick what you do. If it's a crowd of people that are just really getting to the vibe, and you can get a little bit looser with it and think, all right, well, it's a house tent, but I'm going to try garage track now. If they don't like it, I'll mix out of it and then I'll stick with house. If they love it, I can play a couple more, and then you can see where it goes from there. The key is to be prepared for different scenarios, right? And know where to find stuff in your playlists and all that, so you're not panicking thinking, oh god, I need to play something that's a bit more accessible. What folder, what playlist have I got in it? You don't have to prepare a playlist in advance and do it all, stick to it rigidly. It can help to do that, to have a rough idea, but then you have the option to diverge away from it. But yeah, that'd be my advice.
Crowd, and obviously we mentioned the crowd. What does it feel like to walk out in front of so many people?
Yeah, it's just unbelievable. I haven't really got my head around it at all. I'm quite fortunate that I don't get too anxious before I perform, which surprised me because I do get anxious about things, but it's unbelievable. And to see people there that are just excited and just waiting to see what you're going to do and all of that is very exciting. And it's just, to be able to express your passion for music and play it to people and take people on a bit of a journey with you is just such a dream.
What is your go-to post-set snack, drink?
I have some water, and then I'm on a bit of a diet at the moment, trying to lose a few pounds for summer, so I'll probably just you can get these chicken sticks at the petrol station at the moment.
Okay.
It's 65 calories, and you just unwrap it, and it looks like a big satay stick, and a couple of those fill you up, but they're not too, to be honest, it's not the best food, but it does fill you up, so that's
on the grind.
That's what I'm going for at the moment.
What's next for you?
I've got a really busy summer, but more so than that, if you've been watching my social media, I've been really plugging away at my music production for some time, right? Kind of taking my own advice on before. I've actually been doing it for a while. I've produced in the last year probably about 100 tracks, but only the last handful, the last dozen of them have been good enough to really start considering putting them in for release and stuff, because it just takes a long time to get good at it, and there's an expectation you're going to release stuff of a certain standard. So we're going to see more music coming out. The music is going to be of good standard, hopefully, and people are going to like it, and then hopefully that'll enable me to do a little bit more with the touring, and have people coming along when I'm playing in foreign countries that know my music before I get there and stuff, and that's really exciting. But yeah, music production's a big thing for me.
Not much time for sleep though.
No, not really. No.
Also satay sticks though.
Satay sticks,
yeah,
but over sleep. That's it. Yeah.
Sounds great.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
That's
Yeah, it's perfect.
Cool.